Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie and welcome back to another Pokemon VGC 2024 Regulation H video. In fact, this is the last video of VGC 2024 Regulation H because we are in the final week, the final full week of December, I should say. Next week, on the day that these videos go up, Regulation G starts. So I don't know how we're going to work next week. We might just skip next week, so then I have extra time to build the team, because I haven't even thought of what I want to use yet for the next team. But we'll figure something out. So either there will be a video next week or not for VGC. If there's no video for VGC, maybe I'll stick something else up. We'll see. Maybe we'll do our next part of Play It Up. You guys don't care about that. You care about VGC if you're here. So we're using the Sand team for this final week. This is its third video. You know what? I do have to actually fix something because I said I was going to give Excadrill Earthquake, and I didn't do that. So I'm going to do that before we start the video. But we are going to be using the Sand team this week. So Excadrill will have Earthquake now, otherwise the rest of the team will stay the same. Of course, if you want to try this team out for yourself, you have a week left to do so as of posting of this video. The rental code will be in the description below, as well as the Pokepass. Most Pokepass will always be there and available, so you can use it on Showdown. But as we get new teams, I do shuffle out the rental codes, and of course, you won't be able to use it on the ranked ladder at least. You can still use this team in the casual battles, if you'd like to, after Regulation H ends. But yeah, we're going to hop into it. Let me get Earthquake on this Excadrill quick, and then we'll start some battles. Okay, we got Earthquake on Excadrill. It became a whole fetch quest I wasn't expecting, because I didn't have the pieces for the TM. At this point in the game's life cycle, you should just be able to buy TMs. It's annoying. And then we also disconnected right away from our first match. Did we disconnect again? What is happening tonight, dude? Okay, well, I got the points that time. I have a feeling that the live is messed up. We're gonna try and find another battle, but if it happens again, you won't see this video, so it won't matter what I'm saying right now. But yeah, like we were given a loss because of a disconnection. Now we just got a win from a disconnection. What's happening with the servers tonight? Okay, we got a trainer right away this time, which it took way longer the last two times. So hopefully, that means we're good. Anyway, I gave half a breath, half a beat. Okay, I think we're stuck in here. Whimsicott, Armarouge, Tyranitar, Indeedee, Excadrill, and Archaludon. So they have sand on their side as well. They also have Psy Spam. They also have possibility of Trick Room stuff. But not really super hard Trick Room Tomb, just the option of it, as well as the option of Tailwind. So, I don't think they leave Psy Spam, because I'm going to have my Tyranitar and Excadrill. So what would they want to lead in that option? I don't know that they really have an option. I think we just go toe-to-toe, Excadrill, Tyranitar. I guess Rotom's kind of good if they go Excadrill, Tyranitar. Here, this is what we're going to do, actually. We're going to go Rotom, maybe Magmar. No, I'm going to go Rotom, Tyranitar, Excadrill, Rillaboom. Because I want to be able to break their terrain. I want to be able to break their terrain if they lead Psy Spam. But if they lead Tyranitar, Excadrill, then we have our Rotom in, who is good against Tyranitar and its typical Terra typing of flying, as well as the Excadrill. So let's see. It's going to be Whimsicott, Archaludon. With Tyranitar and a Rotom. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I think I'm just going to Volt Switch with Rotom into the Whimsicott. The Tyranitar I'm going to Terra. And I think their Archaludon feels safe, so I'm going to Terra and Low Kick into it. so I don't think it's gonna Terra. I Terra first, which I don't know the speeds between Tyranitar and Archaludon, so could just be that I'm faster. But I'm Terra now, so I'm not weak to the Moonblast, I'm not weak to Flash Cannon. But they could have predicted that one for Electro or whatever. We do see the Tailwind, which I kind of assumed. And no Terra from their Archaludon, which is good. We do see the Electro Shot. Did they call that onto Tyranitar, or did they hit Rotom? Let's see. Yeah, they shot Tyranitar. Or did they? No, they shot Rotom. Okay, cool. Perfect. I get the Volt Switch off. Just gonna bring Whimsicott to just above half. And now I can bring in my Excadrill, who will outspeed the Archaludon here. In sand. Even with Tailwind up. And Tyranitar will get a low kickoff, which doesn't do as much as I would like to the Archaludon, but it's not stamina. It's going to be sturdy, I assume. Tyranitar takes some damage. Now, I think the Archaludon probably just goes for... It might Terra. I think it does Terra here, but is it Terra Water or Terra Grass? Because I could Drill Run into it and be good that way. The Whimsicott I'm not super worried about. So I think I go for Iron Head and switch in Rotom. I'm going to go for Iron Head just to try and catch it on a Grass Terra. There's no Terra from the Archaludon. Why would you Encore me then? But I wanted to go Iron Head just for the flinch chance. It goes for Body Press. It's gonna not even bring me down to Sash, which is nice. Whimsicott's gonna take some damage, as well as Rotom. Yeah, I guess I Drill Run the Archaludon now. Although, hold on. This is what I'm going to actually do. I'm going to protect my Excadrill and trick the Whimsicott. I think the Whimsicott's going to try and Encore my Excadrill this time, because I went for a bad move. Nope, just went for Moonblast into Rotom. Okay, I could have Drill Runned, but now I am in a bad position because they could Encore me now. I tried to make a play, didn't play out, didn't play pay off, PayPal. I guess I have to bring in Rillaboom. The problem is that, oh no, here, this is actually good, because now I can fake out the Whimsicott, and I can Drill Run the Archaludon, because apparently they're just not gonna Terra. They're not afraid, or it's not a helpful Terra. I do get the defense boost on Rillaboom. So here, Drill Run into Archaludon, fake out the Whimsicott so it can't Encore my Excadrill. There's a fake out. Unless. Okay. I didn't even think about Defiant Cloak, whatever it's called. But we get rid of Archaludon. But now Rillaboom's in danger of getting Encored. So I'm probably just going to switch out Rillaboom. I'm going to be 100% with you. Even though it's got the defense boost. The opponent's Tailwind does peter out, so maybe they prioritize Tailwinding instead. We'll see. It's going to be the Excadrill for my opponent as well. So yeah, you would think they would go for the Tailwind here then. So what I'm going to do instead, because I kind of expect the Excadrill to go for a ground move into my Excadrill as they Tailwind, I'm going to just switch my Excadrill out for Tyranitar and then Wood Hammer their Excadrill. They could just go for the Encore play into Rillaboom. Nope, they do go for the Tailwind. Cool. Tailwind, probably a ground type move from Excadrill into where my Excadrill was. Yep, Earthquake. Which, Earthquake, it might just be its only ground type move. Whimsicott will faint this turn, which is nice. But the grassy terrain reduces the damage of Earthquake. And it is Life Orb. So this Woodhammer should do a ton. Enough to knock out. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. See, I don't know why their Duraludon never... Or Duraludon. Our Trollodon never Terra'd. Like I said, it must just not have a good Terra. A good defensive Terra. But, like... Steel would have to be the only Terra that would be bad for it there. We do see Tyranitar comes in, though. Whimsicott doesn't faint to the sand because of the stupid terrain, I guess. Do I Rock Slide expecting... Yeah, I'm going to Rock Slide expecting the low kick. Or expecting the Terra. And then I'm going to Grassy Glide in case it doesn't Terra. It doesn't Terra. I guess they're just not going to Terra this match. Whimsicott goes for Endeavor, though, into Rillaboom, and then the Rock Slide from the Tyranitar. Good Endeavor. Good Endeavor there. My Tyranitar does get off Rock Slide, though, so Whimsicott will now faint. Now it's just Tyranitar versus Excadrill and Tyranitar. Get buffeted by the Sandstorm. HP restores for their Tyranitar. Now I bring in my Excadrill. I can't miss Iron Head. I have the ×2 speed, so even if they have Tailwind up, we outspeed. Which, there's 4 turns of Sandstorm and 2 turns of Tailwind, so might as well just double attack her. I'm going to low kick because apparently they're not going to Terra, and then I'll Iron Head. There we go. Maybe my opponent just... I mean, they're in Ultra Ball tier, so it's not like they are new to playing and don't think about their Terra types. And obviously my Tyranitar is out there Terra'd, so I don't know why they didn't Terra there. Just wasn't useful for them, I guess. But yeah, we're going to take the first match. Some nice swaps. We had the misplay at the beginning of expecting them to Encore my Excadrill and Iron Head. But we were able to still claw our way out of it and get the victory there. So, looks like we're stabilized now as far as connection to the server. So we're going to get 2 more battles and see if we can win out for the end of the year and end of this regulation. Our next match is against a Trick Room team using Ursaluna, Incineroar, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, Rillaboom, and Empoleon. Do we think they have pledges? I don't think they're pledge team. It's just they just have 3 starters because they are good starters. Empoleon now has competitive, which is cool. So Salamence, I don't necessarily want to bring. Salamence doesn't bring a ton to this match. I mean, we got Air Slash for Rillaboom, but that's about it. But how do we stop Trick Room is the question. Obviously, we can get faked out. But we can't fake out back. But I could try to slow taunt. I think. Actually. Well, yeah, let's do this. Let's go Rillaboom and Tyranitar. Tyranitar will get intimidated, which is going to be an issue, but whatevers. Whatevers. I do it, I won't. And then, is Excadrill worth bringing here? Maybe. I don't know. I think Rotom's going to be good. Rotom will be good. And then, I guess if we can stall out Trick Room, Excadrill will be good. Yeah, I don't see Magmar really bringing too much for us, and Salamence is just a worry of giving competitive the Empoleon, and it really only helps us with Rillaboom. Which I guess our team necessarily doesn't have an answer for right now, so maybe bringing Magmar over Excadrill would have been better, but we'll see here. We shall see here. We're going to see for Farigiraf and Empoleon. Okay, I can work with this, because now I can slow taunt into it. I will double it, though. I don't know how worried I am about Empoleon attacking Tyranitar here. I guess I could Terra. I could Terra the Tyranitar. So let's taunt. And in case it, for some reason, it has Mental Herb randomly, I'm gonna knock off into it as well. And Terra. Terra flying knockoff. We're just gonna dunk on this Fergaraf for a second here. The Empoleon's gonna withdraw, so I think Incineroar's coming in. Yep, Incineroar comes in. But it can't fake out my Rillaboom, which is the most important part of this. It's fine, we get intimidated. Staying as our rock type, though, would have been better. Now that we're flying type, we don't resist the Incineroar at all. Or rock, dark type, I should say. So just wasting a Terra for no reason, but I really didn't want to take a water type move, even if it is, even if our special defense is boosted in the sand. So we get the taunt off. Do you still have mental alert for some reason? No. Okay, so no Trick Room here, and knockoff almost KOs the Fergaraf even with the intimidate. It's throat spray of Fergaraf, and it can't go for Trick Room. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's why we have slow taunt on this team. For Fergaraf, even though Fergaraf hasn't been used a ton in Regulation H, more of a Regulation G Pokemon. We wanted to have it just in case. So now... Now... I'm gonna taunt the Incineroar. Just so it can't... Or no. Don't be dumb. I'm going to Wood Hammer into the Fergaraf and Rock Slide. If we can just get rid of this Fergaraf, we'll be looking pretty nice. So we've seen Empoleon, we've seen Incineroar and Fergaraf. I don't know what my opponent's last Pokemon would be. I think it's going to be Blood Moon. Fergaraf's going to withdraw. So if this is Blood Moon coming in, or Empoleon for that matter, it's going to be Ursaluna Blood Moon. So if I don't get faked out by the Incineroar here, it's going to fake out my Tyranitar. Perfect. This Ursaluna's coming in on a Wood Hammer. Boom. Almost KOs it. Perfect. I love this for me. Tyranitar does flinch, but that's fine. The Rillaboom's going to take some damage. As is Tyranitar. As is Incineroar. Alright, cool. So I just... no, I can just Wood Hammer into Ursaluna again. I don't need to Grassy Glide, I don't think. And then I'm going to swap in Excadrill on the Tyranitar spot. Just so I can get rid of... I can cleanse the Intimidate from Tyranitar. Because then we can do things like Low Kick and Rock Slide into this Incineroar, or Low Kick into the Empoleon. Wood Hammer will take out the Ursaluna. So that's like the biggest threat out of the way, right? And now Incineroar, what are you going to do, buddy? Will-O-Wisp into the Rillaboom. That's fine. Rillaboom's done what it needs to do. I am going to taunt this Incineroar now, so that it can't Will-O-Wisp my Excadrill. I kind of wanted to taunt it earlier, but going for the Wood Hammer instead was the correct play, because we just caught the Ursaluna as it switched in. Yeah, my opponent didn't bring Rillaboom, so not bringing Magmar is good. I mean, Magmar would have... I guess Magmar instead of Rotom, but, like... being able to follow me away the Will-O-Wisp from the Incineroar is essentially what Magmar would have been doing. So I'm just going to go for Drill Run into the Empoleon. Empoleon protects this turn. That's because the Incineroar wants to try and get a Will-O-Wisp into my Excadrill, but funny enough, I'm going to taunt it, so we're fine. As long as it's not, like... Mental Herb. Yeah, no Will-O-Wisp. No Will-O-Wisp for you, no Parting Shot for you. So it's whatever your one attacking move is. And Incineroar might swap here so that it can get that back, maybe. But I think I'm just going to double into the Empoleon. Because if, like, the Fergaraf comes in, I don't want... necessarily a free switch for Incineroar if Empoleon's still alive. So I'd rather get rid of Empoleon first. And then if Incineroar has to switch in on Empoleon's spot, that's fine. But I don't want to give him a free switch by knocking out their Farigiraf if it switches in where the Incineroar is. Rather, give them the free switch in the Empoleon slot, because the Incineroar next to the Farigiraf isn't going to do anything. We see a Terra. Okay, this could mix things up. Let's see what it is. It's going to be Empoleon, of course. What do you Terra into? Terra Water. Okay, well, now my Woodhammer isn't resisted. I am -1 and burn, so it's not going to do a ton to begin with. But I am in terrain as well. Drill Run also isn't resisted. It's just neutral. Let's see what this double up does. It just KOs Empoleon. Perfect. Incineroar doesn't get the swap out. And we KO the Empoleon. That's the best of both worlds right there. And we get the Terra out of them. So now, Incineroar probably... Oh, it just knocks off. Okay, so it doesn't have Flare Blitz. I mean, knockoff still does a ton of damage to the Extra Drill. Sandstorm does subside, but it does not matter at this point. Does not matter at this point. So now I can just Woodhammer the Farigiraf and Drill Run into the Incineroar. Here comes the Farigiraf. We Woodhammer because Grassy Glide is blocked by the Farigiraf's ability. And Drill Run into the Incineroar. I guess I could have Earthquaked. Drill Run does hit though, so it almost just KOs the Incineroar. It does have the Citrus Berry. And Woodhammer into the Farigiraf will just KO it. And what does Incineroar go for here? Does it show that it does have more moves? Okay, knockoff. So it doesn't have Flare Blitz, and Rillaboom already had its item used. So knockoff just does nothing. Incineroar does shake off the taunt, but it truly doesn't matter at this point. I guess I'll taunt again for fun, and then Earthquake. Just so that Drill Run doesn't miss. There we go. Rillaboom doesn't even faint. So we easily dismantle that team. Yeah, that went very well. Slow Taunt finally paid off. I haven't been able to use Slow Taunt really effectively. I guess Talonflame used it pretty well in one of our previous teams, but I haven't been able to use it effectively at Rillaboom. So getting it off there was very nice. Shows off why you use Slow Taunt, because of things like Farigiraf or Dark types like Incineroar. You could be able to taunt them because you aren't using Prankster. So let's get one more battle in. The final battle of this regulation. And see if we can clean up. Get a 3-0 would be nice. Especially after losing points to a random disconnect at the beginning of this video. So let's go. I was also thinking at the beginning of this video how I haven't really used Rillaboom on this team. So getting it to use very effectively in this video has been nice. It's been nice to see. Speaking of things that are nice, this one isn't. We have Garganackle, Sneasler, Goldingo, Alolan Ninetales, Dondozo, and Incineroar. The nice thing, the only saving grace here is that Dondozo doesn't have Tatsugiri with it. So it is still going to be bulky, but not as bulky as it could be. And then, of course, we have Garganackle. I think we go Extra Drill Tyranitar. Do I bring Rillaboom? I think I bring Rotom, and then I'm gonna bring Magmar. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Magmar. I'm gonna bring Magmar because Magmar's Follow Me is actually gonna be really useful here for things like Sneasler. It's gonna be nice against the Alolan Ninetales and being able to follow me with the Incineroar, and also Overheat for Goldingo. So just kind of a general good times for Magmar. But yeah, I want to lead with a ton of pressure with the Tyranitar Extra Drill. Make them have to start playing defensively right away. If they don't lead Ninetales, then I'll probably switch Tyranitar. Goldingo, Garganackle. Okay, so like we said, insta-switch from the Tyranitar, because I very much expect the Ninetales coming in here. Just, is it going to go in for Garganackle or Goldingo? And who am I more afraid of? I think I really want to get damage off onto Garganackle as quick as possible. So I'm going to Iron Head into it. And the Tyranitar is going to switch into Magmar. Tyranitar will switch into Magmar. Purely because if Gholdengo wants to go for something like the Make It Rain, then we'll resist that. And if Ninetales swaps in, then Magmar threatens it right away. Garganacl does withdraw. Does the Ninetales come in? That's what I kind of expected Ninetales to go. Yep. So that's why I wanted Iron Head there, because both Iron Head's super effective on Garganacl, and if we catch Ninetales switching in on that spot. We do see the Make It Rain. Both Pokemon resist. Special attack just drop, and then Iron Head into the Ninetales. It's just going to straight up KO it. So no more. We are now in favor of the Weather Wars, and there's no Aurora Veil. Cool, cool, cool. That's kind of the perfect turn here. Garganacl does come back in. I am just gonna straight drill run this Garganacl, expecting it to Terra, and then I switch it into Tyranitar. For Magmar. Because there's no way they leave that Gholdengo there now. At least without Terra. Yeah, Gholdengo swaps because it's -1 and it's up against a ground type and a fire type. Incineroar is going to switch in. So it's going to make Extra Drill a little less useful here when it hits its drill run. But I'm hoping the Garganacl Terras into something like Poison, because that is a very typical Garganacl Terra type. We'll see. Tyranitar comes in. Get the Sandstream up. And here's the Terra. What is a Terra, though? Like, Garganacl usually carries, like, Grass, Poison, or Ghost. So let's see what it is. It's Flying. Daggummit. Alright, well. Unfortunately, we do no damage this turn. I could have just Iron Headed again, but I was really expecting the Poison Terra. And Salt Cure into the Tyranitar, I kind of expected that. It doesn't do very much, but the residual is going to be annoying, right? Huh. Take a little bit of Salt Cure damage. Do I just double switch here? I'm swapping Extra Drill for sure. Or am I? You know what? I'm not going to swap Extra Drill. I will just Drill Run into the Incineroar, and then Tyranitar is actually going to swap for Rotom. Because I kind of expect them to fake out the Tyranitar and then also Salt Cure. Well, fake out into Tyranitar and Salt Cure the Excadrill. Okay, fake out actually goes into Extra Drill. That's not what I was expecting, because Extra Drill is -1, so I figured you would expect me to switch it out. Stealth Rock on the Garganacl. Okay, that's not something you typically see. Rotom's going to take some Sandstorm. Incineroar will as well. And so will Garganacl. What could my opponent's last Pokemon... Oh, no, we know what my opponent's last Pokemon is going to be. It's going to be Gholdengo. Honestly, in all honesty, Tyranitar is our least useful Pokemon here. So, I am just going to straight up lock myself into Thunderbolt. I think. Yeah, I'll just go for Thunderbolt into Garganacl. The Incineroar could go for Parting Shot, I guess, and then the Garganacl could protect. But we're going to hit this Terra... Or not Terra. This is Choice Specs boosted Thunderbolt onto the Garganacl. Okay. Extra Drill switches first, because it is the fastest. For Tyranitar. So we can reset that attack stat. Take some Stealth Rock. Incineroar switches out, so no Parting Shot, just straight switch into Gholdengo. I wonder if they expect me to Hydro Pump him? But then I just get a free Thunderbolt in this Garganacl, and it almost KOs it. It's gonna... Ah, it's got the berry. I was gonna say, it does feint too. Oh, no, wait. It's a special defense boost berry, so it does still bite to the Sandstorm. Let's go. Unfortunately, that means that Incineroar is coming back in on, and it's going to get a free fake out, but I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that, because what I'm going to do with this turn is just double... Oh, I didn't know what was happening to my Rotom there, because it was doing the animation. It's like, is Rotom evolving? What's happening right now? But it was doing the victory animation while it was getting Sulkier. Intimidate, yep. Annoying for Tyranitar, but like I was gonna say, I'm gonna knock off into the Goldingo as well as Thunderbolt to Goldingo. So whatever Incineroar doesn't fake out, hopefully we'll get the hit off. I think Goldingo will outspeed Rotom, so if it goes for like Shadow Ball, it will probably KO it at this range, but I think Tyranitar takes a Make It Rain, because it has Salt Vest and Sand up right now. So if we don't get faked out on Tyranitar, we should get the knockoff off. Okay, Goldingo does outspeed, goes for Shadow Ball. Incineroar actually doesn't go for Fake Out. And Rotom lives. So I think we just KO the Goldingo now. And we paralyze it. That doesn't matter because we are just going to KO it. If Incineroar doesn't outspeed and low kick me or something, Rain Punch. Okay, well that will do it. So yeah, we don't KO the Goldingo. But now I can come in an Earthquake with Extra Drill. So there is that. There is that. Rotom's going to take some Sandstorm and lives on 1 HP. That's my son Rotom right there. I don't know what's... Oh, that's all here. I forgot about Sulkier. So we don't get to, we don't get to fake out here, but that's fine, because I can just use, I guess I can protect Magmar. I could protect Magmar, but does that help? I mean, we've seen Drain Punch on this Incineroar, so it might not have Will-O-Wisp, or it might not have Parting Shot. I think it just doesn't have Parting Shot. So I might want to Earthquake and not protect Magmar. Let's see. I do Earthquake here. Or no. Don't do that. Drill Run the Incineroar and overheat the Goldingo. It's paralyzed. I'll outspeed it now. As long as we hit overheat. And Drill Run. And Drill Run, like, does enough to KO the Incineroar, right? Drill Run does connect. It does KO the Incineroar. Let's see what goes on with the Goldingo. Overheat. Come on, Magmar. Thank you. I was gonna say, don't let me down, my son. My previous channel mascot. I just gave you a big task. He can't let me down. And it did not. So yeah, we did end up getting 3. Actually, this game got us into Master Ball tier. So we were able to make it into Master Ball right at the end of the season using this team. So I'll probably try to get a victory with this team off screen just to get them their medals. Just so they have their ribbons or whatever they're called. But yeah, that's an effective use of this team. We got use out of Magmar there. Rillaboom got to show off this episode. And Rotom got to be used after having a very terrible showing during one of our Regulation G teams. So I really like to say, we didn't get to use Salamence this time. But Salamence got its use in previous episodes. So if you haven't watched those, be sure to go back and watch them. Like and subscribe if you have not already. And again, if you want to try this team out for yourself, you have a week to do it on Ranked Ladder, which the rental code for that is in the description, as well as the Pokepaste that you can use on Showdown, or to just look up the EVs that I used for this Pokemon. That is also in the description below. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us in the new year as we go back into Regulation G. It's not my favorite format, but it's better than 2 restricted mons, in my opinion. So we'll see what we can do there. Get back into that. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.